What we're thinking is really looking at these multi-unit dwellings, right? So two flats or three flats or four flats is what we call them typically in Chicago. So,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Um, and we have a lot of clients who want to buy something like that. But what actually is a multi-unit dwelling?
that's another really good question. So for Fannie and Freddie, um, a multi-unit is going to be 2 to 4 units. You cannot go over four for Fannie or Freddie. Anything over the four, you're going to be working with a commercial lender, not a residential lender that I am a residential lender. So the guidelines for those between Fannie and Freddie are also a little bit different here and there. But the great news is that in this fall, they changed the down payment requirement for a principal residence. That means the buyer is going to live or remain in the property for at least 6 months from 15% to 5.
That's
So that's
huge.
big. That's a game changer, guys. So we can now have an individual that wants to buy a multi-unit that's going to live in that multi-unit and get into it with 5% down. Really helps move things along and make that as an opportunity to be a multi-unit dwelling owner more reasonable.
That absolutely helps. All right. So, and then have to only live there for 6 months versus a year or 2 years.
That is correct. That
Okay.
is correct. So
So,
if
yeah.
you're going to be if you're going to be a pure investor, then you're going to be back to having higher down payment requirements, that 15% or more, sometimes 25. And you're also going to have a difference in your homeowner's insurance. You're not going to have that property exemption that you get as a homeowner, et cetera, and a higher interest rate. So
Yeah.
for a budding individual that wants to be an investor but is willing to live in the property for however long and then relocate and move along and build his or her portfolio, what a wonderful way to get started with 5% down.
Yeah. That's really great.